Lads, welcome back. Now, I'm making this video because I want this video to be the starting point of my journey to success, financial freedom, time freedom, which is my current goal at the moment. So I want to make this to, actually dedicate this to the very first video and the very first steps that I'm taking towards getting to that goal and not being a broke cunt anymore, which is basically where I'm at right now. And the main reason I want to film what I'm doing, and I understand people probably aren't going to see this for a long time, right? But the benefit of filming when you're not successful, when you're kind of just in that grinding stage and you're just trying to find your feet with everything, I think that's 10 times more beneficial than just picking up the camera when you do eventually become successful and start documenting when you've already made 10 steps ahead, essentially. So I mean, the point of this video and this channel is to document what I'm doing from step 1, not step 10 like a lot of people do. And obviously I think the main benefit of doing that is you build a very authentic, a very trusted brand with that, essentially. And you see a lot of people refer to having a cult following and a cult brand or cult followers, right? And what they mean by that is just people who, not like a ritual cult, like doing some weird shit, like a cult where people, they support you because they have a certain trust for you and a certain love for the creator, essentially. And one common trait that I see with the guys that have that cult following and is they've documented their journey before they were ever successful, way before, and all they did was just show what they're doing on a day-to-day basis on camera, and what they're doing to get to their goals, which that's essentially what I want to do with my channel and what this video is now representing. And this is essentially the first step towards that. And I mean, where I'm at now, what is the date? It's 2025. It's the 1st of June, 2025. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, June. 1st of June, 2025. And where I'm currently standing in terms of finances and towards my goals is I have about $1,800 to my name. And I've written that there, $1,800 left, to remind myself how fucking broke I pretty much am. I don't have an income source at the moment. I've been trying to make money online for quite some time, and I haven't documented any of it, which is why I decided to pick up the camera now. And I've just started really venturing into remote sales, which, if you're not familiar with remote sales, basically where you're either an appointment setter or a closer on a high ticket offer. And what I mean by high ticket is an offer where it costs $1,000 plus, where that could be in fitness, it could be in make money online industry, it could be anything. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's just anything that's remote and online that you can essentially do from anywhere in the world, right? Essentially courses and etc. for most of them. And then your job in the remote sales space is, or as an appointment setter, is to jump on one of these offers, which that's the hardest part of the job, is to actually land a good offer and work for an established business or a coach. And usually you'll start as an appointment setter, and your job as an appointment setter is to set appointments for the closers, the guys who are going to close the customers onto the actual package. And your job is just to make sure that those customers are in a position where this is something that could help them towards their own goals, whatever they might be, and they're in a position where they can invest into themselves as well. So if they do book in for a meeting, then it's not wasting the closer's time, and it makes sense for them to have a meeting because it's possible that they could invest into themselves and they could close on the package, however much it might be. And then as an appointment setter, you get paid commission based on either how many appointments you book, so per booked appointment, or per close, so per prospect or customer that actually closes and comes onto the program and pays for it. And I mean, in the space right now, like there's a lot of people doing crazy numbers. Like I know people doing $50,000 a month. One of my mates he just did 45K in a month as a closer, a remote closer. So working from home, and all he's doing is just taking meetings like 12 hours a day, and he's just making sure that he's doing everything he can to get these people to sign up to the coaching packages, and then he gets paid commission on that. And then the appointment setter who set the appointment gets paid commission on that as well. So that's what I've chosen to go into, and that's what I've chosen as my vehicle to actual, like, my goals and financial freedom and etc. And I mean, the current goal at the moment is just to get to 10,000 a month. And I mean, I say just to, but like 10,000 a month, that's a lot of money. And everyone says, no matter what level they're at, whether they're making 100,000, $1 million in a year, everyone says going from 0 to 10,000 is the hardest part of the whole journey, because you don't really know what you're doing. A lot of it can be overwhelming, like you're stepping into something you've never really done before. And I mean, it's essentially it's a brand new world of shit you got to learn, essentially. But yeah, that's what I've chosen to go into. And I mean, I've been doing it, I mean, this would be like my 4th or 5th month now doing it. But that was kind of freelancing for myself, working for online fitness coaches, setting and closing. I didn't really have much experience in it either. So I did get a lot of experience, but I didn't make any money. I think I made like $2,000 in the last 4 or 5 months. So honestly, it's fuck all. And now I've just invested into a mentorship for guys that are wanting to get into remote closing and get to 10,000 a month. And the reason I did that is because not necessarily for the skills and the knowledge, but for the network. Because especially in remote sales, network is honestly, that's going to be your key thing to landing good offers where you can actually make money, because the industry is full of a lot of shit offers. And I mean, you can jump on an offer, work really hard for 2-3 months, and you essentially make fuck all. Like pretty much like I did. I made about $2,000 in 5 months, working essentially every day. So there's a lot of shit offers, and the hardest part is landing a good offer where you're actually like capable of making 10,000 a month, because it's a competitive space, right? Especially in the sales, like no matter what industry or aspect of sales, it's always going to be competitive, whether that's high ticket remote sales, whether that's sales in a corporate setting, in a business. It doesn't matter where it is. Sales is always competitive. It's always essentially player versus player. So the only thing when you start out that you have to your advantage to stand above or stand out from other people is your work ethic, and essentially how hard you're willing to work. And you just need to work harder than everyone else. And I think that's what people admire the most, is like not necessarily how much skill you have or how much talent you have in sales, but how hard are you willing to work to get to your goals, essentially. But yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm currently building a daily routine for myself. I want to wake up earlier. I understand that, especially in entrepreneurship, it's like your success is a reflection of how disciplined and how far into self-development you are at the moment. I know to get to 10,000 a month, you have to be a very disciplined individual. You have to put a lot of time in, a lot of effort. And usually when you get to that 10,000 a month, it's a lot easier to get to 20,000 than it is to go from 0 to 10, if that makes sense, because you're building the foundation and the skills. So that's what I'm going to be documenting on this journey, on this channel, and also on my Instagram as well. So I really want to start building up the Instagram and just showing like my daily inputs into what I'm doing to get towards my goals of hitting 10,000 a month currently, and then eventually to 50,000, and then to 100,000 a month. So yeah, I know making this video now and then documenting what I'm doing over the next course of the next few months, year, and then in 2 years' time, when I built up a bit of a personal brand, and then you guys can look back on this and realize I literally started with nothing, just like you watching this right now. Like I don't have subscribers, I don't have any followers, I have very limited experience, and I mean, I don't have a lot of money. Like I have $1,800, which it's honestly, it's not a lot, especially when you have no income. So I'm essentially living like a fucking homeless guy right now. Not spending money, not going out, only paying for essentials at the moment. Like I'm not even buying food. I'm just living off 2-minute noodles and whatever I can find in the cupboard at the moment. So yeah, I mean that's where I'm at right now. People like to call it survival mode, which is, you know, when you're just trying to survive and make it week to week. But yeah, I want to by the end of the year I want to be making 10,000 a month. So I got 6 months to get there. I reckon that's more than enough time to get there. And yeah, I'm gonna document what I'm doing every day to make that happen as well. And then if, you know, hopefully this will inspire someone eventually and they can follow in my footsteps and yeah, take the risk on themselves and, you know, make the effort to get to their goals as well. But yeah, that's essentially what this channel is going to represent. And yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know, I'll see you in the next video. But yeah, let's go. Also, make sure to like, subscribe down below, and follow the Instagram link in description if you want to see more of the journey on a daily basis. I think I'll probably do these videos, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 a week at the moment. I think daily uploads is like a bit much, but I will be uploading on Instagram daily, just like reels and shit, what I'm doing throughout the day. But yeah, that's it. Let's go.